Okay. This time, I am going to make it to Meridian. I bought a bow with the ice and electric. Okay. Let's see. It didn't pop up on my... Oh. Wait a minute. I'm on my regular Twitter. It doesn't show a notification that it popped up. Here we go. I need to... There. Criddlebacks. Alright. Now, which way are we going? West, City of the Sun. Pointer. Everything twists around.
The world beyond the sacred land.
Yes.
I need to find Olin and learn everything he knows. Who the killers were, how they saw me through his focus.
Yes.
Their woman
Thank
is,
you for joining
or
me.
looks like me. Why they want me dead. Olin's trail leads to Meridian. When I catch him, he will talk. Then he will pay for the lives he's ruined.
Oh, I forgot. I didn't need to start there. I went there for the shop. Duh. Okay. Yeah. Last campsite. I went there for the shop. Whew. Yeah, she does. No companions, I guess. That's how you figure out what's going on. Okay, now, which way? Hello?
Watch out for the Oseram merchants. They'll as soon cheat you as look at you.
Okay. Zelda. Why you bark? Yeah, come here. Alright, come here, sit down. A lot of people, guards hanging around now. I'm almost there. They got waterfalls coming down from the city. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What? Yeah, let's just jump off the bridge, why don't we? Anything around here? Gotta be something around here. Oh, this is another path. Whoops. There's a nice waterfall. Ooh. Around here, there's some people doing. I don't know if I can go down there.
Always the ones you least expect to come.
Yeah, I know.
Too sunny.
Alright, yeah.
I'm sorry for the wait, but all goods entering the city are subject to search.
This is outrageous. We're loyal citizens. How long do we have to
Yep, I'm
wait? What am I
here.
supposed to do?
It's
Just
not
sit
what
here
I'm
and let everything
through.
spoil?
But it's decent work.
I thought
Keeping the
Meridian
city
was
safe.
open to all, Karja.
What happened to Ursa has nothing to do with us.
Too sunny.
I hear King Avad is too busy bedding Oseram to break the rebellion in Sunfall.
Just be patient, and everyone will get in. Eventually.
There's all this stuff around here, but none of it is actually loot. Alright. You gotta let me in.
There's a guard under the
What's
last
going
king.
on here? Owen's
Far
in
cry
there,
from Rome.
somewhere. And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I visited Meridian. He said she was captain of the Vanguard.
Sneaks up, I'll be broken him up. It's always been another woman who suffers.
City's locked down.
Those are elevators right there.
Move along. You have no need to loiter around here.
Halt! Stop right there. In light of the
Really?
recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without submitting to search.
Recent attack? What are you talking about?
The murder of Captain Ursa and her vanguards, of course. Ambushed by Shadow Karja forces in Redridge Pass.
Ursa? You mean Erend's sister is dead?
How would you know his name?
I know Erend. Summon him. I need to speak to him.
Ha! I doubt that Erend, the new captain of the Vanguard, a man in grief, is going to waste his time on a grimy outlander.
Aloy, hey, you're alive. I thought you were dead. Make way, make way.
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Have you been drinking?
Ah, not really. A little. So you're alive. We should celebrate. The drink's on me.
We need to talk, alone, and you need to pull it together.
Over there.
So you approve?
Of course I approve.
From now on, she may come and go from this city as she pleases.
As you wish, sir.
There. Alone as you asked. And what did you want to tell me?
I heard what happened to Ursa. I'm sorry. I know she was special to you.
Special to me? Special to everyone. She always knew what to do. She bossed everyone around. She kept me in line. Now I'm supposed to fill her shoes. And instead, here I am, stumbling around in them.
I lost someone too. At the Proving, the man who raised me. His name was Rost.
That's terrible. But why is it every time something terrible happens, everyone else tells you the worst thing that ever happened to them, as though that makes it easier?
Yeah, why is that?
Anyway, there was something you wanted to tell me?
A lot has happened since we last spoke. The Proving was attacked by a group of killers. Not many of us survived.
We were in the village when we heard explosions up on the mountain. Some of your braves came back, said most of the contestants were dead. I've never heard such a wail of grief as the sound that rose up from your people. How did you survive?
How I survived is less important than how I was targeted.
Targeted? What do you mean?
The killers came for me because of Olin.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
I need to find Olin. I need to know what he knows.
But he's a friend.
No, he's a traitor. I don't know who the killers are or what they want, but I do know that Olin is working with them.
But, I mean, this...
I don't need you to understand, Erend. I just need you to take me to him.
He's not here. He went scrounging for scrap and relics days ago. It could be anywhere.
Are there any places he frequents, places he returns to?
A house. Here in Meridian.
Okay, then take me there. I need to search it.
I guess. As long as I'm there to witness the search.
Oh, yeah.
I need to see Olin's place. Now.
Okay. Come on.
Why does King Avad protect the people of Sunfall? We all know our army could destroy them.
So many people here all talking at once. How does anyone think?
I don't. I just drink.
That girl. Is she Anora? Apparently they're letting anyone into the city these days.
For Ursa! How long will Avad hide in his
Take a
palace?
look at these wares.
To lace blood for blood. Vengeance for Ursa. How long will Avad hide in his palace? Year after year, why does he spare those who enslaved and tortured and butchered? Erend, you should want vengeance more than anyone. Your own sister, murdered. And her death, unavenged?
One more word, you scorched out slag, and I'll throw you in jail myself! Now get out of here, or I'll give you all a kick in the ass!
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now.
Sure as the sun's rising.
Okay, how are we gonna get in? Oh, that was subtle.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. Yep. Other than the door.
All of this for one man.
It pays to have connections in the Sun King's court.
corner of this rug is frayed, and the floor near it is worn. Let's see what's underneath.
Hey, how did that get here?
Question is, how to get through it.
Without a key, you won't. That's a vault hatch of Oseram make. Nothing gets through.
We'll see about that.
Okay. CSI, yeah.
Call it a day, girl. You're wasting time.
What? I haven't even barely started. There is the bed. Oh, yeah, the picture.
It looks like a picture of Owen's family. It looks like a picture of Owen's family.
Where? There's other stuff to read. There's a map.
Looks big and heavy. Could do a lot of damage if it fell down. Let's give it a little push.
I did say not to break anything, didn't I?
Or warn me before you drop it on me. Whoops. That wasn't my plan.
A map. The glyphs show places he visited. Looks like Olin kept a journal.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted.
Yeah. Fourth day. I am a traitor now and see no way out. If I start at the beginning, how they turn to me, perhaps I can see something I missed? No, there is no escape. What good can writing it do? 10th day. You gave me this folio when you taught me to write all these years later. It still smells of you, lavender and ash of the forge. All I have left of you. Write me notes, you said, when you gave it. Share your thoughts. Tear the leaves. Send the pages to show I'm thinking of you. But I never did. Hands too grubby to touch parchment. Now I wish I'd done as you said, how I wish I could now. 15th day. Same dream. Your hair in the forge light. Our son's weight on my shoulders. All of us free. You turn to me and whisper, it is a dream. I answer, yes, I know. And then awake alone. Even awake, my life is a dream, a lie. My treachery will not buy your freedom. It only buys time, but every moment you live that he lives. If treachery is the cost, I will pay it. Every week the device calls to me in secret to a new dig site. We work like men with whips to our backs, as though it was left to us to upturn the soil of the entire earth, and time is run low. Scrambling to find the carcass of ancient demons. It's the weapons they want. Must be. What misery am I helping with birth into this land? 38th day. I drink with Aaron and Ursa, but not even the sweetest brew can wash the taste of guilt from my mouth. Every day my silence betrays them. The villains watch through the device. I keep expecting Ursa to stick a blade through my throat, but fire and spit, she does not suspect me. A better liar than I thought myself to be. 54th day. Pitiful sleep the past 3 nights, thinking of that Nora girl. Why did I order her killed? The device must be. Even so, what threat could she pose? We heard explosions and distant screams from the village. I thought the savages might blame us, turn on us. I almost wished for it. But their matriarchs ordered us gone. We fled to the border with an escort of braves, crossed at Day Tower. Now I am called to dig in the rock reef. They promise another glimpse of you, of our son. Now I hope to see you both. Yes, commentary?
Serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
They took his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family. There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me and wanted to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
The focus. It reveals the unseen.
And Olin's focus, it's the same?
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and the killers can speak to each other with their focuses over distances. And see through each other's focuses too, like looking through each other's eyes.
So that's how the killers saw you? Through Olin?
Yes, so far as I can tell. Now that I know where to find Olin, I should be on my way.
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm faster on my own.
Wait. If that device lets you see the unseen...
Out of the way, Erend.
I'm asking you to help me, Aloy. I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Carja army, I know that, but the exact soldiers who did it.
I'm sorry about your sister, but that's your war, not mine.
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred your people. Why should you have justice and not me?
Look, I'll head for Red Ridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found, and wait for you there. A few minutes of your focus is all I need. Don't make me beg.
Red Ridge Pass, you said? I'll see what I can do.
Yes, we're supposed to help him. She acts like she can't help him. how do I get to... I thought there was a supply chest over here. Yeah. There's a lot of merchants.
His father may have been a butcher, but Sun King Avad is a reasonable.
I suppose it's time to go back to work.
Good to see you.
Went to the market, slipped on some fruit.
Oh, liberation. Should account of the Sun Priest who witnessed these events. Okay, 13th year of King Duran's reign, the twilight time of madness. The Sun King's own favorite heir was put to death. The radiant Cadman's crime was to demand an end to his father's acts of bloodshed, and his sacrifice to see that set in motion. Duran's second heir, the radiant Avad, fled Meridian at dusk with his honor guard, soldiers loyal to him over the Sun King. All night they traveled northward, knowing that come the dawn they would be branded as traitors and marked for death. So it was when Duran made that proclamation, they had already traveled far, and in the time they did reach the end of the Sundom and crossed into Osram territory, for Avad was canny and planned to negotiate terms with the Osram. He knew he had an ally among them, Ursa, a fierce Osram warrior with whom Avad had a long and unusual history. 2 years earlier, Ursa has been brought to Meridian as a captive destined for sacrifice, but she survived the Sun Ring, killing 2 kestrels by her own hand. Thus did she earn the honor of being made a palace slave, the honor of being a slave, okay, and in this role came to know Prince Avad. A rare friendship was formed, and Avad conspired to free his friend, with returned at once to the Osram homeland. Now desperate for allies, Avad sought out Osram he had helped to free. Ursa had ties to the warlords and freebooters who resisted the Red Raids. With Ursa's might and Avad's keen strategy, they could raise a war band and move to overthrow Duran. And as rightful heir to the throne of the Sun, Avad hoped to inspire many other people to rebel, so sparing Meridian from a drawn-out war. After months of preparation, Avad and his allies crossed the border and marched on Meridian. As word of their advance spread, many Carja soldiers fled back to the city and laid down their arms, or even joined the liberators. Yet wise Avad knew that Duran's faithful would defend Meridian to the last man, even sacrificing the lives of the citizens. It would hold the holy city against the siege. He found kestrels and the city guards already set in on the walls, ready to face arrow and shot, but Avad's Osram allies had brought new weapons never seen beneath the sun, thundering cannons strong as machines. Avad permitted them to fire their salvos on the outer walls, bringing many defenders down with the great carnage. As the smoke cleared, the liberators attacked in 3 groups. One scaled the walls beneath the Temple of the Sun, another took to the aqueducts palace, while the main force overcame the barricaded city gates with common fire. These were the final blasts fired at the holy city as Avad forbade any further destruction. In the streets, too many screams of brutality and chaos played out to recount. Oh, among the terrible miasma of blood and smoke, the sun rings, slave pits were open and hundreds spilled out, desperate to escape. Many of Durrant's supporters seized their chance to flee with the flood of unfortunates. The day had turned, and seeing his forces much reduced, Sun King Durrant ordered his trusty kestrels take it. Oh yeah, his sole remaining heir from the city, Helis, terror of the sun, cleaved a path through Meridian from east to west, striking down all in his way, ally and foe alike. The savagery of Helis and his kestrels could not be matched, and so it was that Idamen, his mother, the Dowager Queen Nasadi, and the High Sun priest Balabas escaped. Avad confronted Durrant in Solarium. He had hoped his father would answer for his crimes honorably, but seeing this could not be so, with great anguish he struck him down, as the murder of the true Sun King is an unthinkable act, and surely would plunge the world into shadow. Durrant's death proved that the sun had renounced his legitimacy. Yes, the sun had turned to shadow on the throne of Meridian, and it was Avad's light that drove the shadow out to the west, where it remains to this day. So was the cycle of things corrected, and then this first year of the reign of the 14th Sun King, the Radiant Avad. Ah, long. Alright, there's all these merchants everywhere.
Watch out for the Oseram merchants. They'll as soon cheat
There's another thing to read. The Mad Sun King. So Durrant sacrificed people. Yeah, these glyphs are blotted in blood. Truly the savage committed by can barely be recounted. So pray to the cleansing sun for yourself and the teller of these tales. You will learn of the red raids. The Mad Sun King would order a whole generation cut from each village, so they might more willingly supply sacrifices and be harder pressed to field fighting men on the next raid. The Othrar, sought to appease with gifts of grain, were slaughtered in such number that upon the following harvest, the maize grew black and blue with the blood of the dead. Corpses of the fallen up to the walls of their villages, so the kestrels might climb upon the dead to enter. And in the valley of the barbarian Nora, terrors of the savage east. The trees were drooped with corpses hung as grim warnings. Should you wish to read of the Mad Sun King's degradation against his own people, you curiously will not go unsated. With yeah, and so he was sacrificing everybody. Yeah. Yet fair-haired Kadam of the Dawn's Rising, so degraded and doomed for crime, was standing against his father. Such a truant. Yeah.
Let's have a chat.
All right.
A colorful discussion.
What did you want to talk about?
You were an outlander, no? An adventurer. I used to be one myself. I admit, I miss the beguiling colors of the wilds. Speaking of which, I wonder if you've come across a very special kind of flower. It's made of metal, like a machine. Other blossoms grow around them in amazing patterns. These gleaming beauties are very much in demand among my clients. If you bring me some, I have valuables to trade for them.
These metal flowers, what are they exactly?
No one knows, but some say they began sprouting 20 years ago when the machine started to go mad. Perhaps they grow from the tears of the sun, for he has many faces, does he not? Wrathful one day, cool and patient the next. Perhaps he weeps for our suffering when his anger breaks.
You said you were an adventurer.
Just so. The nobles of Meridian crave flowers for their balconies and gardens. So out I went, with bow and spear. I made my name by searching the wilds for the wildest blossoms. No bandit nor machine could keep me from those precious petals.
So what happened?
Love happened, my sweet. My paramour frets too much when I venture out. So now I collect flowers for those without such bonds.
Is it worth it? Being restrained like that?
Of course. Freedom is sweet, but the embrace of my beautiful Theradine sweeter still. Ah, let us haggle over this beautiful bounty.
Okay, now I need to get pairs of them. 4 flowers of whatever set. Have all the maps. Sell my... Yeah, I haven't even done anything else.
Till we meet again, my noble Nora. I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
Yeah, and he constantly says it the whole time. It's
that must be the spire.
All these people.
It's huge.
Yeah, if I need to buy certain parts. Do you sell any crystal braiding? Suppose not, huh? All the machine hearts.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come.
This, it might be open later. Oh, this is the... Isn't this that place? No? Where do the merchants go now? I need the merchants. Somebody over there.
You with the second sight, I need your help.
Yes.
You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It was brazen and professional. They took only the sword, my most valuable possession. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
Why would someone steal the sword?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service. He was killed in battle during the liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
The clergy backed the killer, that's
nice. Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
Drops of blood bleeding away. You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see? Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching the sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
Okay, I think you're the regular merchant. Alright. I will need that. These rattler things are like, they shoot missile projectiles with each shot in it. Yeah, like a gun thing, but they don't even work that good. Corruption arrows. Whatever. Need to get that crystal braiding somewhere. Hire rope caster with a snap maw. We had to get a box from the other person too. And that's only regular merchant. Everybody else
All right. What did you want to discuss?
To trade
You're
something.
an outlander, which is good. But a Nora, which might be bad. Do you fear the ruins of the old ones like many in your tribe?
No. Although some can be dangerous.
then you may have come across what I seek. In your travels, have you found strange vessels, emblazoned with symbols of the old ones? They consist of a hollow cylinder with a crescent handle affixed at both ends. If you bring me these vessels in sets of 4, I will gladly trade what I have for them.
What sort of ritual were these vessels made for?
I'm convinced they were used in conjunction with each other in sets. Some people believe they were used for tea ceremonies. Others think they held sacred essences and oils for worship. But I believe they were used for the solemn custom of shaving one's beard. One for water, one for lotion, and so on. Each fluid in its special vessel, majestically applied to the face at each stage of the rite. It must have been breathtaking. But which vessel was used for which? I have to know. I have to continue my research.
Are you sure people didn't just drink out of them?
Drink? Out of such finely crafted earthenware? Don't be ridiculous.
Okay.
So you're interested in the old ones?
More than interested. I study every ancient artifact I can get my hands on. But years of study have made me too comfortable at my desk. I can't even bear the sun, if the truth be known. I don't know how I'll manage to take a partner. My family presses me for an heir.
Don't look at me.
Oh, no, I'm not looking. In fact, my father already has someone he wants me to wed. She doesn't interest me. I wish I had a brother to carry this burden. I would rather be left to my precious little vessels. Yes, trade quickly. I have work to do.
I'm the only one doing work for you. Yeah, I don't have any sets of 4.
I will leave you to the hunt. Be sure to delve into the ruins.
Funny.
Yes, you look capable. You might do.
They're
Come
cups,
here, if you will.
and he has all these elaborate ideas of what they're supposed to be used for. You're the regular merchant. I already talked to you, didn't I? And him. Okay. And he wonders why he can't get a date.
More blood. I'm still on the trail.
After the ceasefire,
This place
what I do?
smells like nothing I've ever smelled before. Is that some kind of spice?
Watch out for the Oseram merchants. They'll assume Titia's look at you. Hope you're well.
Still more blood. The thief got cut pretty bad.
To be honest, feels like no one will.
You're looking for artifacts.
Yes, but I'm no profiteer. Sun King Avad has named me an envoy to the Banuk. I work on their behalf, looking for sacred relics to return to their homeland, Ben-Ur. I'm especially interested in wooden figures that are sometimes found near Banuk rock paintings. If you have any, I have valuables to trade for them.
Tell me more about these Banuk figures.
Simple wood sculptures made by Arnak, a legendary hunter who was exiled from Ban-Ur for killing his chief. He left the figures near painted stones in places that reminded him of his homeland. Later, his tribe declared him innocent. Now they see him as a kind of wandering hero and want those figures back. I do what I can to help him get them, including trade for them, if you have any.
You said the king named you an envoy to the Banuk?
Yes, I've been to Ben-Ur many times, and the Wirac chiefs trust me. I help them maintain diplomatic ties with Avad. Some say they're a mysterious people, but their ways make a lot of sense to me. All you have to do is be the best. Doesn't matter if you're born high or low, man or woman. They respect skill, not some fool notion of heritage.
I see the appeal.
I wish more Carja did. Anything they don't understand, they call backward or savage. You ready? Let's trade then.
I don't have any of those.
Come on back if you find any Banuk goods. You there, Outlander? Do you have relics to trade?
Traelin's here. But someone must have seen the thief.
The old man caught me sipping a brew at work. He yelled so loud I'm still
More and
deaf
more
in the
green markers popping up. Oh, yeah, there you are.
Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
One of these days, I'm gonna look him in the face and tell him
Yes,
I quit.
why did you?
Bring sun to the
Yeah, which stairs? Where?
What's Nora doing so far from home? Up to no good, I'll bet.
Funny thing is how they list these as level 12, but by the time you get to these quests, I'm, double leveled. You don't even...
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
This part in town taken care
Someone must
of,
have seen him go by.
and then I'm not going to the other place he go to next, but talk to the... Are you a witness?
Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah, almost crashed into me too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
Yep. Back to the woman.
Just a few more hours, then I can get a... or 3.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
Safe to sit here, but heading to the Outlands.
No, I'm not going to the watermill right now. There's a million other. Well, I want to get to the main quest. Okay, alright. And you want. Yeah, this is. This is, you trade dirty buckets and then you sell them to somebody else to get something else. I don't know what, but yeah. Anyway.
Found any Banuk relics in the wilds, Outlander?
Let's find these people that. Okay, this is real steps. Okay.
Excuse me, Outlander?
Well,
I'm looking for Banuk artifacts.
Okay, everybody has to stop yelling at me because you just talk to me.
What are they doing out here?
What is who doing out here? Okay, this is the place.
You need to win 3 half-suns at our hunting grounds to gain admittance to the lodge.
You mean these?
Very well then. Congratulations, and welcome. Our members reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So I need to find a hawk.
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor 1 hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sunhawk Assis, our leader, who should introduce you to a hawk. I hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see.
Right. Have a shop here where you can only get the best weapon, or I don't even know what these weapons are.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here, and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds.
Nope.
Oh,
I'm
right.
never gonna
You're
get
new
these
here.
good weapons.
What do you want with my marks?
You hunters and your badges. I'm not gonna take them. I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart. Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me. I can give you up to 3 weapons, 1 for 15 half-suns, 1 for 15 full suns, and 1 you'll love for all blazing suns.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge weapon. Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next.
Not enough of work, not enough of my family.
Laws of the Lodge. I'm sure I don't need to read that. Only those with the noblest blood can embody the noblest. They don't want to let me into the Hunter's Lodge, but that's not gonna stop me. Right?
The Oseram family next door keeps me up all night with their bickering.
Where is this? It's upstairs. Record of Red Maw. Yeah, I have to go hunt the huge monster. Well-known facts. This is especially true in the case of Red Maw, the most terrible of Thunderjaws, a machine which is nothing if not legendary. Few who have held eyes on it have survived. The internet connection is it's gonna crash. Yeah, basically talking about people who are trying to hunt this huge Red Maw beast and six mercenaries set out to track the machine responsible for the last known sighting of Red Maw occurred in the spring of the third year of the reign of the Sun King Avad. Tarkus, Hawk of the Lodge, got a word of a sighting near Thunderhead and set off to take the beast on its own. His thrush, Talana, arrived at the scene too late, just as Tarkus was dying and his wounds testified. Red Maw lumbered off through the trees. He could see the spear of her mentor embedded in its side. Well, it's still staying online. I don't know. My internet shouldn't be screwing up. I should maybe have to get a new modem. Legendary hunts. Behold, a herd of grazers so vast that it filled the entire vale below the far back. His bow was a harp that day, strumming the melody of the hunt. From noon to twilight, after one could not walk a single step across the glen without tripping on an antler of the fallen. It took all 7 hawks, all 7 thrushes, to gather the trophies, and with the bounty, the last wing of the lodge was raised. The lodge. Stalk a herd of tramplers. And flanking machines of the wilds grew more deranged, into the jungles of the jewel. Under that tangled canopy, the hunter became the hunted, glimpsing the shadows of more of the eerie lights till he was surrounded by machines he named stalkers. Long was his flight through the undergrowth, but along the way he turned his bow to his pursuers and became the first to snare a trophy from that which walks in glinting shadow. Zelda, come here. Angel needs to get up. Well. And first to face the Thunderjaw, greatest of machines that walked the earth with spear, bomb, and arrow. Became, yeah, okay, this is the guy, the head guy right now. He's fought to no avail and only triumphed by turning the Terror's own cannon against it. The carcass of the beast now hangs in the lodge for all to see. Turned hawk to Sunhawk. That's the guy that's the leader, who's a noble prick, or whatever you want to call him. Yeah, alright, time to talk to you then. Where? Right here.
Excuse us. The machine rider graces us with her presence. You're a Nora, are you not? A fighter from the Savage Lands.
The Sacred Land, but yes. I fought for everything I got.
Huh. Tell me, do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Stinking up our lodge, pestering your betters.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage. And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge while I am the Sunhawk. Now be gone.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless. So quit blustering and tell me. Is there a hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well. Talana is free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash. Now get out of my sight.
Yeah, why is she trash?
You're Talana? Assis said you were a hawk without a fledgling to sponsor. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong. It's not okay. Especially not today.
What happened today?
One of our own just died fighting Red Maw. You'll never face a more dangerous Thunderjaw. Cuts through trees, rocks, people.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's part of the hunt.
How does one become a hawk?
When a hawk dies, his thrush is promoted in his place, no matter how anyone feels about it.
Who is this Legan, the man at the door?
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. He supports the lodge in other ways. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and drink the bar dry.
Is there any actual hunting in this lodge? So far, it's been all talk.
Yes, of course. You fight a machine, then bring its trophy to Assis the Sunhawk, then no one can deny you brought it down.
Assis, what's his story?
He's the Sunhawk of the Lodge. The highest ranking asshole... Sorry, member. He's taken down Ravagers, Stalkers, Behemoths.
So, I've taken down a lot of machines.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds. But he's a hawk who brought in the trophies first. That's how it works. Whichever hawk defeats the greatest machine first becomes a Sunhawk.
I'm ready to hunt, so tell me, what do I have to do?
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 Sawtooths, 2 Ravagers, and a Stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
So if I do that, you'll sponsor me?
I'll consider it. Just to make Assis spoil.
I'm tired of being tired, that's for sure.
Okay. Outside. Yeah, there's the huge Thunderjaw, or the one that's lived for years undefeated or whatever. He killed so many people and everybody's trying to hunt it. Yep. But there's other normal Thunderjaws, or whatever, like the one that killed me. And is this the same person? Probably. Where's the one that sells boxes? Now, if I can find all these marked.
Hey,
oh, you.
Adventurers.
Whatever.
Hi there, Outlander. Name's Vilgund. Did you come to the city looking for work? Oh, good shards. Enough to buy garb more becoming of your...
Okay, stop there, if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you. I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp.
Oh,
Tame machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate. Just investigate, that's all. Those Banuk are canny, too canny. I paid up front. Well, half up front. I've had no word back.
So now you're hiring someone to find the last men you hired.
They're a sunk cost. This rumor's worth more to me.
So is there any more to the rumor about this camp?
The last bunch just wanted to know about the reward. Hey, you're a smart one. This camp isn't even big enough for a name up where the snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. Peaceful as you like. Keep them, use them, sing to them. If it's true, if we learn how they do it, think how valuable that would be to all the tribes.
When you say valuable, you mean they'd pay you for it.
Girl, I'm not made of straw.
What can you tell me about the Banuk?
The Banuk women. Snow witches all. Cold eyes, cold... They choose to live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice. Trying to have a conversation, it's like chipping them out of the stuff. They prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my shards on this rumor.
Then they might not want outsiders to know about this place.
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries. Pile of slag. Those people bargain harder than the winter frost.
Are you some kind of merchant? You don't seem to have any wares.
More of an explorer.
But you send other people to do your exploring.
All right, more of an opportunist. Girl. Nora girl. Huntress. We live in a world of opportunities. Risky opportunities. But why should risk stand in the way of a lucrative prospect for the likes of me? All right. I'm more of a gambler.
If I did look into your rumor...
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon. And you look like you know your way around the savage east. The east. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well,